365 in a year. I'm tasting it, I'm seeing it, it's really here. Death to the old me and past ways. Evolving human beings need an upgrade. I'm brighter than the sun, you need some sunshades. I'm glowing in the dark, I'm illuminated. God hit the switch, now I'm activated. I'm getting to this money's haters aggravated. You could do it too, you need is discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline. I'm the chosen one, look, I'm heaven sent. I don't follow rules, I don't follow fools. Lord only knows what I'ma do. Nourishing foods and positive thoughts. When I close my eyes, I see in the dark. Ghost ride with me, it's a work of art. Manifest $1,000 every day. I gotta thank the Lord, watch me pray. Fountain of youth, reversing my age. You living in a zoo, get out of the cage. I don't follow rules, get out of my face. This is freedom, you stuck in a maze. Knowledge yourself, I'm here to amaze. Manifest $1,000 every day. Yeah. Manifest $1,000 every day. Yeah. Manifest $1,000
back to the channel,
every
man.
day.
It's all things strange, man. We just chopping it up, man. We having a quick car-to-car session. You know what I'm saying? I'm here right now with my fam, Bullish13, aka Paper It Up. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you feeling, man?
Man, I feel great, man. I feel great, man. Today's Sunday. I woke up early, got a lot of things done. You know what I'm saying? Mission accomplished. How you feeling today?
That's nice, man. Same here, bro. I'm this is the first day in New York in a while where like I drove around early. I took care of some errands, right? And I'm like, yo, this is the first day I could drop the windows in the whip and just like it's cool. Like right now, I just had a bee flop to my window, fam. Like just now, a bee.
Wow, that's crazy.
Out of nowhere.
That's crazy.
We say?
Well, the weather's getting better, you know what I'm saying? I know it's starting to get warmer. I actually can't wait for spring, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be really nice out. It's gonna be a good time to, get out, enjoy the weather.
Yeah. I think we're ready to get outside. I think nature's ready to till over as fast as possible. Cause bro, we ain't even hit 60 degrees and we already got bees flying around here. I gotta close my window real quick. Like that's ridiculous, man.
You gotta be careful, man, and be thinking.
I know. But yo, man, so I just wanted to, let the people know, you're probably gonna be a reoccurring face on the channel. So I wanted to give them a little introduction of who you are and why I even have you here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll give them a little introduction of our past or whatever. We known each other roughly about 2 years, pretty much when the pandemic started. We met through a mutual friend. And from my perspective, I met him in the context of a pretty successful dude, a dude that always tries to stay ahead of the curve. I met him more in a investment capacity, friendship level. So I put him on to some things, he put me on to some things, and we kept in contact from there. But yeah, I'll let you tell your side of the story, man. Let them know.
But yo, man, by the age of 13, bro, I was heavily into DJing, and I had went to this DJ store called Abracadabra. My dad had brought me there for a raffle, and then so my dad put me in the raffle or whatever. Long story short, I won a pair of Technique 1200s.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
a pair of Technique 1200s, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, at the time, like one table was $1,200.
Yeah,
man.
That's crazy.
Like, yo, this was the beginning. This was the beginning of my musical, career. Like, I feel like it was a blessing from God, to bless me like this. Till this day, I still have the turntables. Like, wow. I'll show it to you and everything.
Wow.
So, ever since that day, like something just, sparked in me, and I took that opportunity. I started DJing pep rallies, school functions, sweet 16s, and things of that nature.
Okay.
And then over time, I progressed and I started producing music. I started making my own beats. I started figuring out, how to get my music on all the platforms and so forth. So from there, let me spark this back up. Yeah, so from there, I created my own label, Papered Up ENT Records. You know, I published it. I had it copywritten and everything. You know, and that's when it all began from there. That was in maybe around like 2007, 2006, something like that.
Okay.
And then, you know, I started making music. You know, it was all just a hobby, just having fun, just letting off my creative abilities. You know what I'm saying? Like I needed the outlet, you know what I'm saying, to show the people my creative skills. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But this all ties in, you know, from when I was 13, when everything happened, when I was 13 years old, you know, I remember that, you know, so like, you know, I associate, you know, 13 with everything now. You know, I got the 13 on my hat.
Right.
You know, I created
and
my
and by the way, shout out to the Copper Child, Mike L. You know what I'm saying? Gets busy making those crowns. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. Word. Yo, shout out to him. I wish I had everything on deck. I'll shout out, you know, his whole joint, but next time.
Same.
But yeah, so, you know, from there I created, I started to become a digital creator. You know, I'm very good with technology and just, you know, utilizing the computer. You know, I was very into that, you know, from a young age. You know, it all started with music because, you know, you have to know how to use all the programs and stuff like that. And then, you know, from there, it just went to everything else. You know, everything I touched, you know, turned into gold. So, you know, it was pretty much easy for me. And plus, you know, my dad was, you know, heavy into that. So, you know, that's where I get it. That's where it stems down, you know.
Okay.
He was
So
on
now,
he was on the web before everybody else.
So now you've evolved a little bit and you know, have updated with the times, and now you've converted a lot of your music over to NFTs, I noticed, and now, you know, similar to what you have in your background right there. You know, you got an NFT line going. You know, you might want to let the people know what's going on with that.
For the NFT line, I made a bunch of collections. You know, I got the Diamonds Are Forever collection. I got the Money Magnet collection. I got the Crypto Bot collections. The most popular ones are the Fire Spitters, and this Michael collection, which I have in the background right now, which depicts, you know, Saint Michael, you're holding up a fire sword, and then, as you can see underneath the fire, he's stepping on Satan. You know what I'm saying? So
I actually used to have a piece. I had a chain, you know what I'm saying, and my piece on the chain was 3-dimensional. It had that same thing with Michael with the wings out, and the wings was all forgot what they call that, like diamond flakes or sapphire flakes, whatever that was they used for that. You know what I'm saying? And then over his head it had a halo with a diamond, you know what I'm saying, around the whole arc of the, you know what I'm saying? But it was 3-dimensional, like literally you could flip the piece over and see the demon on his knees, you know what I'm saying, getting his head stepped on. And it had the whole body and everywhere, his little wings on and everything. Yo, I used to get stabbed by my own piece all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a crazy piece though. Word.
Yeah, man. You know, my whole life, you know, my mom forced me into church. You know, I was Catholic, but you know, I'm not very religious. I'm more spiritual than anything. Absolutely. You know, but
absolutely.
But you know, Saint Michael played a big part of my life. Right. You know, for protection. Yeah. You know, I used to light up a lot of Michael candles and shit like that. Right. Just like I felt some kind of warmth and protection. You know, throughout my life. You know, my mom put me on. My grandma put me on to Saint Michael. So you know, I always, you know, just kept him around. You know, so that's what made me create this NFT collection. Right. You know, the Saint Michael 222. You know, because I created on, you know, 22-2. Right. So you know, that's the science behind there. I got the Fire Spitters. You know, the Fire Spitters. All these NFTs are animated. You know what I'm saying? So they're all moving.
Right.
These are not a normal NFT. You know, I try to create a background, a moving background with fiery, things happening, using technology, to build, a different kind of NFT.
Right.
The other NFTs, those are cool. I like those a lot too. But I'm trying to create something different here, trying to go out of the norm and just, use my creative abilities, to make something positive at the same time. So, that's what I'm doing with that. But yeah, you could, I'm on Opensea. My name is Bullish13. And, you guys could type in my name and see my profile and see all of my collections. I just started in January, something just clicked in me, and I just, I always wanted to do it. I was hesitant at first, but then I just started getting the hang of it. And, I'm going to continue to create NFTs. That's the whole plan, and associate it with my music, and see where it takes me.
Absolutely, man. I'm definitely
I believe in all
definitely digging what I've been seeing so far. You know what I'm saying? And
my.
yeah, man, it's all gonna keep evolving and getting better. You know what I'm saying? The more we keep doing. You know what I'm saying? And one of my joints that you made into an NFT was a music joint. You got to definitely let them know that you ended up taking a couple of singles and different projects that you let out over the years and converted those to NFTs. So, like my joint is $1,000 every day. Get that in. Get that in daily. That's my mantra. And I'm good. What I'm saying? So
that's what it is. What it is with me with music is that the power of the spoken word. I believe that we can speak things into existence. And what I do with my music now, like in the past, I was kind of being a follower. I'm being honest, you listen to 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Nas, you hear what they're talking about.
Right. I'll say I can hear the influence. I can hear the influence back then versus now. Right now, you sound like a trailblazer. You know what I mean? You set
absolutely
path right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Absolutely. So yeah, what I'm doing now is just trying to create my world. If I'm speaking things into existence, through the music, I would, I want to create positivity. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've been doing. Just trying to keep people aware of investing. Bitcoin. I have a song called Bitcoin. You could look me up on Apple, Spotify. It's called Bitcoin. Papered Up, PAPEREDUP. I'm all over all the platforms: Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music. I have another joint called $1,000 every day. It's very motivating.
Fire.
Like I feel like anything is possible. Like anybody should be able to create $1,000 every day. I don't see why not. If you use your creative ability the right way, anything is possible. So, that's why I created that song. So I can manifest $1,000 every day. What I'm talking about?
I'll say this much. It's possible, but it ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? If it was easy, everybody be doing it. You know what I'm saying? But it's possible. It's definitely possible. There's people out here getting it. You know what I'm saying? And
so discipline. You have to discipline yourself in order to achieve, man. It's very important.
Right.
So
I say it's definitely a combination of discipline and sacrificing things. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it's like it's only so much time in a day. Only only so much money, whatever the case is. So gotta be wise in our movements and our steps. You know what I'm saying? Which brings me to Veve, man. You know what I'm saying? Let people know. Well, let me bring it back before we even get into Veve. I just want to let people know, like you was touching on, you're definitely an investor. You know what I'm saying? When I met you around that time, we were in I guess, just a age of people trying to figure out what's good things to invest in. A lot of people has disposable income at the time. And, you know, at that particular time, Dogecoin was on a lot of people's radars. But before it was really on their radars, you know, early investors like yourself, you know, a lot of people out there, you know, we were getting it before it was even a penny. So,
Oh
you know,
God.
people like me, I didn't have a lot to invest in, but I knew I had a good idea of the right things to invest in. The problem was I had to spread a little bit of money out amongst a whole lot of stuff. Whereas certain
Okay.
other people would be like, yo, let me throw in $200 this week, 100 over here, 100. So by the time, once it boomed, they were booming off of a couple thousand put in, whereas I'm booming off of like $30 sitting over there, you know what I'm saying? Which still was a nice profit, you know what I'm saying, when it hit 70
Of
cents or whatever
course.
it was. So I
You got to be
remember
grateful.
I remember you pulling up to my crib one day. You know, this is while we were in the boom. I think we were at like 60 something at the time. And you were showing me your portfolio then. And, you know, it wasn't just Dogecoin people. Like this guy had, you know, his money spread out amongst a lot of stuff and nothing was
Yeah.
looking normal. Like it didn't look normal. It was just like, yo, either this guy put in a lot of money and I'm seeing the result of it growing, or he put in a little money mad early and it's booming. Either way,
Yeah, that's
he knew what he was doing. That's all I knew. Like he knew what he was doing. So, you know, that's just a little
yeah,
background I want to give the people about you.
word. Yeah, I had some insight, man. You know what I'm saying? Like something came over me and I I, I started investing at the right time.
Right.
You know, that's what it comes down to. It's, you know, everything is all timing. Just like on Veve, you know, hitting that buy now button. It's all on timing, baby.
Right.
You know, so so ended up happening. So, you know, I end up getting, you know, Dogecoin, you know, for under a penny, you know, eighth of a penny. I caught like 14,000 shares. And you know, as soon as it spiked up to 70, I caught I took out some profit. You know what I'm saying? I took out a little bit of profit. I made my money back and sometimes two. And you know, I was satisfied. So I was like, let this ride out and see where Doge is gonna take me. You know, because at the time, you know, Elon was on SNL and all that. So, you know, things were going crazy, you know. So, you know, that was good times. But, you know, eventually, you know, I started to see, and, you know, Dogecoin going back down. So I was like, you know, it's time to cash out.
Right. And it's
You know what I'm
ill, man.
saying?
You made money on the way up and the way down because you bought in so early. That's the whole key, you know. Like, you know,
Exactly.
that's what I
You
was
know,
telling
because Doge never went back down to under a penny or
you.
a
Right.
penny, like, you know, the
Exactly.
lowest.
Right.
So, you know, either it was a win-win situation. You know, I thank God for all my blessings. And you know, the insight, you know, but it wasn't just, you know, Dogecoin. You know, I was in, you know, like Mana, Sand. You know, I got into those projects at like 20 cents,
Right.
15 cents. And right now they're like $3.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, I was blessed enough to have capital. You know, I always had capital. You know, I always did my thing. You know, I'm not proud of everything I've done in my life. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we gotta hustle and do what we have to do to survive. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I was blessed to have capital, and, you know, I was blessed, you know, to have the insight, you know, to invest at the right time. And, you know, that's what started happening with me. You know, right before that pandemic, right before I was going in.
Right.
And then when the pandemic hit, I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? I started going in even more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, long story short, you know, how I got into, you know, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and all that is that, you know, my friends, you know, they were heavily into the game. You know, they were drug dealers. And you know, in order to buy drugs, you know, on the black market, you had to use Bitcoin. You know, at the time, this is a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? So he was showing me the game. You know, I was always speculative about Bitcoin. You know, you know, I couldn't see Bitcoin back then where it is now. You know, this was incredible.
Right.
You know, but you know, I'm looking at Bitcoin when it's like, you know, $10,000, $9,000, you know, for one Bitcoin. So I'm like, wow, this is incredible. And you know, my man always had, you know, Bitcoin because he had to do what he had to do. So, you know, eventually, you know, I saw the rise of Bitcoin, and then I started getting into it when it was like 17,000, you know, 20,000. That's when I started investing in Bitcoin, because then I started to see the potential after my man was showing me. You know, at first I didn't believe in it, but then, you know, something changed my mind, and I started investing in Bitcoin, Ethereum, you know, Solana, and then, you know, the rest is history. You know, my man, International L, you know, he locked up, he in jail, you know what I'm saying? But he taught me like so much. He taught me so much about the game. Right. And you know, how everything, you know, this is back in 2016.
Yeah.
2015, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That was the time to get in, man. That was the last, I won't say the last of the last, but as far as getting in on the floor, that was them times. You know, we definitely had a lot of time to do it.
Exactly.
I came across like Coinbase and all of that around, yes, like 2017, maybe even before that. I'm not sure, but you know, I didn't know what half of the stuff was or what it did. You know what I'm saying? I had no understanding really, like what these cryptos do, which one to go with. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I got in early with definitely a couple of different stocks and different stuff. You know what I'm saying? And came across Top Shot and you know the whole NFT world, and then eventually Veve. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I got in early in that respect. You know, I wasn't able to get in super early with a lot of cryptos, but I definitely leveraged myself in Veve to where you know, a lot of stuff that I have, you know, I either got on drops or I got, you know, at like, you know, off the market. But what's funny is everybody thinks like you have to buy something at the floor all the time to you know make gains on these you know on these things. But there's times when like I've bought stuff at a new high. So the floor that it's at, it's a new floor high that it's never seen before. And it's just rising and rising, right? And people would say, yo, don't buy because it's rising. But the thing is like
Yeah.
when I assess certain things, certain comics, certain collectibles, whether it's just coming out or it's been out or whatever, and I'm assessing it, I'm looking at it from a perspective of what I think is worth overall, not now, not even a year from now, but like a couple years from now when things are kind of different. You know what I'm saying? When people are kind of more on this app, you know, it's 2 or 3 years in and now they're looking at, well, what came out first? If they don't care about what came out first, they're just going to care about what looks good or what is affordable, you know,
Exactly.
at their price points and stuff like that. So I'm looking at things from different perspectives. And if something, even if it's at a new high, and the
Yeah.
floor is still a new high, if I think that's still got room to grow, I'm a copy. You know what I'm saying? And there's many of things that I have where right now we're in a quote unquote dip, and you know we hit a pump, a crazy pump, and then things went down a little, but then over time, like we're 2 or 3 weeks out from even that deflation from the pump, and things are going down even more to where you could be like, yo, it's 50% off from when they was at that high, right? But that's all
Word.
a perception type of thing because there's pieces that I bought that at the time it was a high, and even now with them at an all-time low, I would
Yeah.
still be in profit selling them. So that's the whole thing is
Wow.
people got to understand like buying something even right now while it's at its new low, what you perceive to be
Yeah.
a new low, could still net you profits because we all been on the app long enough during that pump to see it hit prices
A
that
new.
right that those new highs. So it's like you know what people are still willing to pay for this when push comes to shove. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a lot of gems to still be made. You know what I'm saying? But what are your thoughts on when MTO comes and gems gems are still going to be gems on the app, but they say that people are going to perceive their money differently. You know what I mean? They're gonna function and act different on the app. What do you think? Would it be a positive or negative type of
I mean,
way people gonna move?
I mean, as long I think people are gonna want to keep their NFTs on the app, you know, and keep it going in the market. You know, some people are gonna cash out, and you know, some people are gonna be holding. You know, but like we don't know what the future holds. Like, you know, with the metaverse and stuff. You know, I would hold. You know, but with this ML and people cashing out and stuff, I mean, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. So we just have to let time tell and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you, but you know, regardless, it should be a good thing for a lot of people that are looking to cash out gems,
Right.
you know, for cash. You know,
I think
that
it's
they can
gonna
utilize.
work. I think it's gonna work both ways in a lot of respects, because the reason why our market dips a lot is because when people want to sell stuff to get gems for some next drop announce,
Yeah.
problem is a lot of other people know that there's a drop announced too, and they don't have enough gems to be messing around and getting something on the market and trying
Yeah.
to hope they hit on the drop. So what happens is while people start listing, getting nervous, they ain't gonna have enough gems before this drop comes. They keep undercutting, and undercutting it happens because nobody's buying. So when you list something and then it don't sell, you check back in an hour, someone done listed under you. Now you're like, oh snap, let me list under them. But then meanwhile, nobody's buying neither one of y'all's because everybody's just trying to hold the gems for the drop. So it keeps undercutting, undercutting. You know what I'm saying? And I think that will stop to a degree because, again, there's been times, to a degree, not a lot, but let's just say I have money in crypto somewhere, but I don't have necessarily fiat on my card, my bank card, to load up
Okay.
and get gems. But if you were to let
Yeah.
me convert something to OMI and then put that on the app and then get it, I could have still got something off the market for $10 or whatever little cheap comic or whatever I wanted to get. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like I could see more opportunity where, yeah, people are trying to sell off and get gems, but there's going to be more people now. You got the same people on the app that was there but couldn't access certain types of funds that they have, but now they can. And then you're
Now
going
they
to have
can.
people who are also going to be coming in because they never wanted to come in until they can make an investment. And then if they have
Exactly.
gains, pull out their gains. You know what I'm saying? So I
The
think,
whales are coming.
yeah, and a combination of whales and just people skeptical. You got all types of levels. That's the beautiful thing, is it's like you're not just waiting for one demographic or group that's been holding out. It's different at different levels, I think, too. But those people we're waiting for, thank God, is just one wave of demographic that's going to come in to make the app successful, because the end user they're trying to get to is a person that don't even know nothing about crypto. You know what I'm saying? And there's people on this app now that don't know much about crypto, and that's what makes it, have a different type of thing going on than Opensea and different stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're going to get more to an even more streamlined and mainstream level, to where some people coming on are like teenagers, and you know what I'm saying, all types of people. Ain't got nothing to do with crypto. They just collect
I actually, before, I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, before I even got into Veve, I actually had the Umi coin. You know, I started collecting the Umi coin way before I got a collectible. So that's how I knew about Veve. And then on top of that, you told me about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the one that put me on to Veve, because I didn't even know. I was just collecting, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you told me, Umi was backed by Veve. I was like, oh wow, like something clicked in my head when you told me about it. And that's what made me started, collecting NFTs. Cause I'm like, I already got Umi coins. If I'm investing in there, I might as well, invest in the NFTs.
Right.
So that's how I got started, and that I just wanted to mention that because I won't forget about that year.
Absolutely. I don't. The people don't know to the extent that I've put you onto this app. You know what I'm saying, and a couple other people that I've brought in and helped be successful. But
absolutely,
we're going into an age where putting somebody onto this app and then needing to almost school them to a degree on how to be successful, not only in the market, but then in drops and all this stuff. And then all that's about to be a wrap soon to a degree. You're still going to have to know how to be market savvy, I think, more than even now. But, what do you think about the new proposed drop system coming with the Q system? It's not going to matter what device you have, where in the world you are. What do you think? What do you think your success rate is going to be looking like?
I mean, I'm confident in myself. I'm gonna figure it out, and my success rate should be 85 plus. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Only time can tell. I don't know what the future holds. But I have been in Q systems, such as Top Shop, the Matrix drop. So I already experienced it. But one thing I noticed is that I for a couple of days and I missed my opportunity because it was like 4 a.m. when the line opened up for me, and by then I was asleep, so that was a drawback for me. But I don't know, like it could be beneficial or maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of people in the app that are having difficulties, buying on the drop. Like I know somebody personally that never got a drop. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't know about the timing and all that. So but like somebody for him, a Q would be perfect. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't be worrying about much on his, you know what I'm saying? Right on top. He'll be in the queue, he'll get ready to do what he gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So, I see the pros and the cons with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. For me, I see my perspective is there's been many a times where I didn't hit on a drop, but I got lucky on a rebound. And that whole aspect of the rebounds is gonna go away. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I feel like as far as real people that I can put my finger on as far as they are real identifiable people between the cross section of all the lives, different YouTubers, lives that I'm in, people in the Twitter community, Discord, Telegram groups. Between all these big people, like I could tell during certain drops, like what percentage of real people are getting collectibles out of it. And what I would prefer, like honestly, is if every real person got one rather than out of all the real people, 20% don't get any. And then out of the real people, they're getting 2 and 3 because of rebounds. Like I would sacrifice many a times, the few times when I hit on a drop and got a rebound, I would sacrifice my rebound for knowing a real person got one and I didn't get the rebound. As long as I get my one that I'm going for, that's all I really care about. And I wish it would just become some way, somehow, to where, every human body that has an account, not no secondary phone, not no nothing, just every person that's a real person could get one when they go for it, outside of the fact that, okay, if it's 30,000 collectibles on the drop and it really is just 100,000 people going for it, obviously the numbers is what they is. Mad people's not going to get it. But the thing that I don't like is you got a percentage going to bot accounts and then you got a percentage going to humans that, you know what I'm saying? They got multiple accounts. And at the same time, like, I don't hate on people with multiple phones or multiple accounts. You know what I'm saying? I can't, because it's like all about increasing your odds. But I never did it personally. But I hope that when the change comes, it truly is more fairer. Now, with that said, if
Yeah.
it is more fairer, the word fairer doesn't necessarily translate to me being more successful. That translates to me having less opportunity in order for it to be more fair and to a degree. You know what I'm trying to say? So do I think my success rate will stay the same? I don't know. I would think it would drop to 50-50 at best. And the thing that they have going on to increase your odds from being 50-50 is the Master Collector Program points. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, like, the majority of us is not whales, you know what I'm saying? So all we can do, certain people, if they even care about future drops, is leverage themselves, towards having extra MCP points, knowing that, they're already accumulating, they're retroactive to whenever you got on the app. So I think that at the end of the day is going to help people out, but for so long too, because they say you lose the points after a certain amount of time. And, at least it's not like when you use them and you don't hit the drop, you lose them, because that's how it originally was going to be. At least you get, I think, 90% of them back or something like that. So, it's going to help some people, but it's going to make you be and move more strategic too. And that's what I think I'm going to like is, along with the queue system, is going to come their ability to do more frequent drops and more IPs at one time and just do more. You know what I'm saying? So I think with them doing that, it's going to make you have to pick and choose what you're going for. You know what I'm saying? You can't just keep going for everything, then sell something off, then go for this. It's going to be too frequent for people to keep up, and they're going to have to pick and choose what they're even going for. And how often and what points they're using and all that. So it could get
like I know that absolutely not everybody's going for every drop,
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah,
I think we just seen that.
I like those
weekend,
comics though.
Like this weekend with these drops, I don't think everybody went for it. So it was like the people who did, they were getting rebounds. I seen people getting 3 rebounds, all types of wild stuff. I'm like, yo, this is like back in the day. And I know it's because probably half the bot users ain't going for it, and half the usual people like me and you, we didn't go for it. You know what I'm saying? I think you was at my house. Yeah, you pulled up to my house like 3 minutes before the drop was happening. I was like, well, you ain't going for it. And what's funny is I was in my car, bro. I usually use Wi-Fi. I got airplane mode on, do not disturb mode. I be doing speed tests, right? I was sitting in my car when you was standing right there in my driveway, and I was tapping. Yo, bro, why did I get the drop? I could have got the drop. And I'm standing outside on 4G, just tapping the button. I'm like, no way, bro. I'm like, nobody's going for this drop.
But did you see the price afterwards? Right? What was that? That was 60, right? That went down to 30 or something. Yeah. I just took a quick, because I already knew what was going on. And you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going for, you know what I'm saying? I need to see Supermans and Batmans and you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, man. I'm not just going for any NFT, man. It gotta mean something to me.
Right. And I mean, that's the thing is, there's a certain section of us that are more familiar with commercialized IPs. And then there's a section of people that's on the app and they're not on the app too, that are into artists, independent artists and all types of art and art forms, art pieces, art galleries, all that type of stuff. And if you're in tune with that, from what I understand, this guy we just had on with this drop that everybody's undervaluing, he's more popular than any of the independent artists we've had on so far. From Jermaine Rogers to Kozik, yeah, he's more popular in that space than them dudes, and his pieces ain't doing as well. And it's a lot of reasonings why they're not doing as well. You know what I'm saying? We can get into that, but that's the reality. Is a lot of people are on here and don't know what they're dealing with. And it's not going to be till like years from now till the space is merged. And it might even not be years, because with the MTL and all this stuff coming, again, us being able to list stuff on other platforms, all those portraits and different type of stuff is going to be able to go in other places and whatever. But those people that are on Opensea that are more familiar with these people, they're going to be able to come over to Veve with their money. And that might be the defining factor, because when you use this stuff and view it anywhere outside of Veve, it's not going to have the same AR ability. You can't spin it around and see it in 3D. It just is going to become a 2D, you know,
Yeah.
portrait pretty much. So even if, you know, you acquire something off of the app, you're going to download the app just so you could really, really maximize what it can do for your viewing pleasure. You know what I'm saying? As an NFT. So I think it's going to be interesting when, let's say, he does another drop in the near future, and we're in a whole nother place where the whole crypto world is able to come in and out of Veve. You know, those same people that would clamor over him dropping a collection on Opensea, they're going to be on Veve at that time. So who knows, you know, how these independent artist pieces might grow, you know, depending on different demographics that get onto the app.
I got to do more research on the designers. You know what I'm saying? That's something I failed to do, you know, on my end. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe he is dope. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I am sleeping on him. Maybe I should, you know, go cop a couple of them at 30. Yeah.
Right. You know, I don't think you can lose when you're buying it that much under retail. That's the thing.
Exactly.
You can't lose, because eventually that supply is going to get ate up. You know what I'm saying? To where that $30 floor ain't going to be 30 and the supply is going to be a little ate up, and it's going to be like, oh, snap.
But how many is in supply?
I don't know. I haven't really looked at how many they minted. I don't know how many's for sale in the market. I haven't really kept up on things since the drop. But yeah, man, you know, once people get an injection of money again, which is what we're going into now, you know, we got tax season rolling. You're going to see people, you know, it's a combination of the MTL and tax season that's going to have a couple of different, you know, markets having some action. You know what I'm saying? We just got to hope that this whole war situation stays more or less contained over there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And people will be a little less fearful.
I pray for all those, you know, that have to deal with that in the Ukraine. So
for real, man.
And my heart goes.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? My heart goes out to.
Yep. I mean, you know, it's sad, man, because, you know, politics is, you know, war is politics with violence. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. So the whole thing is political, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have necessarily, like, I'm not in agreement with a lot of, you know, from what I've seen, you know what I'm saying? When I really, really dig and go into the past things that have been noted, you know what I'm saying? They do say it's a high Nazi concentration over there, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I've literally seen, you know, people that look like me and you over there right now, and they're being taken care of well by the people over there. So I feel like it's just like anywhere else, America, anywhere else, you're going to have white supremacists, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to have pockets where they all galvanize, you know what I'm saying? People in America know where to all move together that think that way, you know what I'm saying, and form a little neighborhood. And then people that don't believe in that, they move out, you know what I'm saying, and find an area that's, so it's like over time, people pick their spots. So you got to know where to go wherever you are, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, white supremacy is global. It's not just in America, you know what I'm saying? And we seen that with the Africans that wasn't allowed on the train, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I feel like, you know, don't get me wrong, some of them, you know, it was students, you know what I'm saying? But it's a complex situation because I feel like, yo, if you from a certain place and something happens, you're supposed to defend your land, you know what I'm saying? So that starts with your home, and then that spreads outwards, you know what I'm saying? If your whole community got to lock down a community and defend that, that's what you need to do, right? And then as a country, that spreads out as a whole country. We're on defense mode if somebody tries to invade, right? So my thing is like, when you come here from another country, this is why we have a lot of people that come here from other countries and they join the military and feel like, yo, I'm going to put my life on the line to show this country how, you know, how much I appreciate them giving me an opportunity, a new lease on life and access to all the things the country has to provide. That's some people's mindset when they come here. They're willing to die, you know what I'm saying? Like right off the rip. And then there's people who come here too, you know what I'm saying, or immigrate to places where they fled from war situations and all of that. So I get it. But what you can't do is you can't go to another country, become a citizen, you know what I'm saying? And when it's convenient, you're a citizen, right? But then when it's wartime, you want to flee now to another country.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
it's like,
that's
yo, when are you going to stop fleeing and stop becoming a citizen of a country and actually fight for that country? Because, you know what I'm trying to
fight
say?
for
At
your
some
right.
point, you got to hold your ground. Like, who are you going to, you didn't fight for your original homeland. You fled that one. Then you went to another country, lived off the land there for years, became a citizen, and then something breaks out. Now you want to flee again. So at what point,
Crazy.
you know, so I get where some of them was kind of like, yo, these people came here, they're citizens here, they fled from somebody else, somewhere else. We're out of here first. You're not going to be able to leave here before me. I'm from here. So I kind of get where their mindset was. But then I
I got
also understand the dynamic where they're spinning the whole racist aspect on it too. But I think it's just,
you.
it's got multiple levels to it. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up either way though, you know?
Yeah. I try not to get into politics and shit, man. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's a
Exactly.
lot to deal with. But,
It
you know what I'm
is.
saying? Go ahead.
No, it is. It is a lot to deal with. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a lot to deal with, man. It's just, you know, like I feel that shit. So, you know, that's why I come off, you know, different about it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't think we should go into war at all. Like, you
Exactly.
know, we should all be, you know, a humble people.
Exactly.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like, it never made sense to me, you know? So it's funny. It's funny though, you know, the whole Trump, when we had Trump, we never went to war. You ever realize that?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now we got Biden, we going to war, you know what I'm saying? So
And a lot of the times we end up in war when we got Democrats in office. But, you know, I honestly don't, you know, I don't favor any particular party right now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about politics, right? So if you align yourself with a party, you have a political agenda and you have needs that need to be met. You know what I'm saying? And from my particular demographic, I haven't seen any representative from any party come with an agenda that has to do with, you know what I'm saying, me and my people. So at the end of the day, until somebody steps up with that, you know, on their plate as something on their to-do list to do, I really don't need to participate then because, you know what I'm saying, it's, you know, it's a crazy
it's
thing.
deep, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. You know, Biden, you know, he said, if you don't vote for him, you're not black, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously enough of us voted for him to where he's in office, and yet he could do a State of the Union address and not even speak about the needs of black people. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot going on, man. It's a lot of groups getting legal protection through the law. You know what I'm saying? As a group, where it's a hate crime. You know what I mean? And our people stay unprotected as a group. You know what I'm saying? The most vulnerable. So it's like, again, until people come with certain agendas that align with my politics and my people's needs, you know what I'm saying, then we'll participate. You know what I'm saying? But if people are doing stuff and they're like, oh, we ain't got nothing for you, why are you going out your way to participate? They ain't got nothing for you.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But I try not to get into politics, man. But yo, let's get back into this NFT shit, man. This is what this shit is about, baby. You know what I'm saying?
It's about everything, man, because everything affects everything. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Especially
I
when you're
noticed.
talking war.
Absolutely, cause yo, I'm heavy in the stock market, and I've been watching oil. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a couple of plays with XOM. I'm even playing wheat. You know what I'm saying? I have a feeling that wheat is about to do some numbers because of the war.
Right.
So, you know, I got my eye on, you know, I caught like 100 shares, you know, at like $8. I'm gonna ride that shit up and then cash out as soon as it hit the tippy top. And you know what I'm saying, keep it moving. But yeah, man, you know, as you said, you know, with different elements, you know, different politics happening. It's gonna affect the markets. It's gonna affect stocks. It's gonna, you know, affect the NFTs. So, we gotta keep our eye on the prize.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And be very vigilant of, you know, what's happening around us at all times. And,
Yeah.
you know, when people are in and people going crazy, hey, that's when you buy.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
bro. Exactly. When people are fearful,
Oh my God.
that's
Oh
it.
my God.
The
It's
sky is falling.
going down.
Bro, I done lived through, you know, obviously not world wars, but I lived through wars they considered major, like they consider this one. And the sky was falling then. And at the end of the day, the markets bounced back, and we had the times we just had and the pumps we just had. And so,
That's what I'm saying, man. It's all a market cycle, man.
yep,
Don't get fooled, man. Buy on the dip, you'll be all right. You
it's
know what I'm saying? Just play it. You know what I'm saying? It's all timing. It's timing. That's it. And I got that shit on. You know what I'm saying? I be like I purposely wake up 4 in the morning just to check the markets, just to see what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do my homework for real. I'm not out here guessing. Like, I'm looking at the charts.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I see what's going on. That's why I'm making my moves.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, anything is possible, man. Anybody could do it, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, just study the charts, study the markets, and you know, you'll see.
Exactly, man.
And this is a special time because we're going to war and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the stock market is going crazy right now. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, this is the time to get, you know, into dividend stocks, you know, like Walgreens, you know what I'm saying? MO,
Not
Altria.
that you're giving financial advice, because you're not a financial advisor, but you're just giving ideas of what you will be doing in those situations.
Absolutely, my bad. It's definitely not no financial advice, you know what I'm saying? You guys have to pick and choose to do what you got to do. But absolutely, man.
But yeah, man. But yo,
Yes, sir.
we're approaching the hour, so I'm gonna wrap it up, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, this is the first of many to come. You know what I'm saying? We're probably gonna have a lot more shorter and sweeter sessions in the future.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But we just wanted to lay a foundation down, let you know, who we are, where we coming from. You know what I'm saying? You guys already know a little bit about me, so just wanted to give you an introduction to my peoples. And yeah, man.
Absolutely.
So let them know where to find your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever you got going on, you want to promote. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can find all my music on, you know, Apple, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon. Just type in Papered Up, PAPERED space UP. You know what I'm saying? And all my stuff will pop up. You could catch me on Opensea, and you could check out my NFTs. On there is Bullish13. You know what I'm saying? You know how I do. And then what else? Yeah, that's about it, man. You'll Papered Up, Bullish13. You know, I'm gonna keep on creating. You know what I'm saying? God got me here creating, so I'm gonna keep doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? Support. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
Love.
got a lot of ill NFTs, man. But yeah, man. So we're gonna
Absolutely.
wrap it up, man. We just had this little car session. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, man.
Word, definitely.
Good do it, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of great conversations off screen, and you know what I'm saying, you're a really good dude, man. I appreciate all that you do. I appreciate your channel. I appreciate all, you know, everything. You know what I'm saying? I support everything that you do, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll keep up the good work, man. And you know, I will continue to support you and everything that you do. You heard? I got you.
Definitely. I appreciate you. Same here, man. And yo, we appreciate y'all coming and checking in with us. You know what I'm saying? If you got anything out of the video, hit the like. If you're new, hit the subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get up with y'all. We out.
Hit the like.
Word.